would you say is bigger, the Super Bowl or the World Cup final?
The Super Bowl. You know, the fan base is bigger.
It's the gladiator sport of the current day.
This is outrageous.
The Super Bowl actually is the biggest spectacle, at least television-wise, in the world.
You shout like that, they put you in jail.
Everybody watches it, whether you like football or not, you're going to watch the Super Bowl.
I would say the Super Bowl. A little tougher to win a Super Bowl ring, I believe, than maybe even the World Cup.
Right to jail.
I have to say football only because not that familiar with soccer.
This is the best game. This is the toughest game. This is the hardest game you'll ever play.
The biggest game on the biggest stage.
Right to jail, right away.
Get hit by a bus at 30 miles an hour is different than kicking a ball into a net.
Probably the World Cup, because it's all around the world.
Super Bowl. It's more than just a sporting event. And you know, the adverts, the halftime show, you don't get that at the World Cup final.
You right to jail.
Honestly, right now I'd say the Super Bowl. I've not been to the World Cup final. However, looking at this is actually insane.
Believe it or not, jail, right away. We have the best patients in the world because of jail.
Super Bowl.
Why?
Well, because I live in America.
The world is watching. We're world champs.
God have mercy upon us.
First and foremost, I would like to say I have a lot of respect for football, even though I don't really particularly like it. And I will be there watching Sunday with my chicken wings and my beer because I live here and it's fundamental and got nothing else to do.
He ain't lying.
When I first moved here, I had the opportunity to train and play with a football team, and the football team got to train with the soccer team. And let me tell you something, I was pleasantly surprised, and I have an admiration like I have never had admiration before. I have always been super quick, extra rapid, but when I've had a 300+ man, multiple by the way, beat me in a foot race, I had to say, oh my days.
I want to hear about this, homie.
I said forget about it, cuz.
Who built these people? What are you eating? Who birthed you, player? Honestly, I have never seen anything like it. Them boys be moving and shifting and shaking. Yeah, respect due. And before I move up on the topic, you English boys need your deportation papers because have some respect. I could have sworn a Champions League final is bigger than the Super Bowl. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll look it up for you. I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow though, I will say that much.
Who do you think is the best Italian player to ever play in the Premier League?
I'm saying Di Canio straight off. I think the guy was like unbelievable. Every highlight reel, the guy just scores bangers. Yeah. He had personality. For me growing up watching football, like he was the man. Yeah, the thing I remember of him is every single top 100 goal list that you'd see on Sky Sports, the Canio #1. Yeah. With that scissor kick volley. The scissor kick, yeah. Every single time for years and years and years. You just see him every time.
I'm going to be real. In terms of actual talent, like personal accolades, winning trophies, I think it might be Jorginho. Jorginho? Champions League winner. Nah. Beautiful in the ball. One of the best pen takers I've ever seen. He is good at pens. And he came second in the Ballon d'Or, mate. I think he was gassed up for a season or two. I'm not having Jorginho. Jorginho. The most entertaining and the best to watch, Balotelli. Too fair. Like, why always me? Do you know what I mean? So much aura, so much entertainment, but he was also such a baller. Like, only Italian to win the Prem as well. There you go. No one else has got that. Maybe that's it. His name's in one of the most famous moments of Prem history. Yeah, Balotelli, Aguero. Yeah, it's so true. You're right. It could be Balotelli, but I'm gonna stick with my man. Jorginho, Balotelli, and Di Canio. A great list. Wow.
I'm not going to waste much time on this one. It's simply Zola. And if you don't know, here's a quick recap for you. I've seen Zola play in person and let me tell you something, he was majestic. The little magician could do everything. Super techie. I'm not going to go down his list of accolades, but that is my personal favorite Italian player to ever play in the Prem. And I'm allowed to have it, damn it. Balotelli was a diabolical shout. I do like Balotelli to a degree, but the greatest? What are you lot smoking?
How do you replace Mo Salah? Because you're going to have to. This guy is not staying.
Liverpool lose Mo Salah and need a replacement. It's only right that they get a Brazilian international called Anthony.
Lamine Yamal, if you're watching, come Prem, bring your dad.
Do you know what I'd give you? Madueke.
Honestly, I think these guys just say stuff to piss me off. I think the word replace is the wrong word here. You're not going to replace a talent like Mo Salah. It's pretty much impossible. Man, Weke's not a bad shout actually, but he does need that fine polishing, that fine tuning, and I think he may find his feet there. Me personally, I'm gonna say Rodrigo. The boy is talented, the boy is on fire, and to me, he encapsulates that kind of style perfectly. And I think personally, he knows and Real Madrid knows that his time at Real Madrid is coming short. So I think Liverpool should put a shout out for him. I think it'd be a good match personally.
What is, in your opinion, the best offensive midfield player ever?
I'll say De Bruyne, skillful player, yeah. I think Pelé.
Maradona.
Mbappe. I think like De Bruyne, yeah. He's the most complete player of all time, yeah. I think he's like a great passing skills and all of that, yeah.
From my point of view, is Cristiano Ronaldo.
Toni Kroos.
Why are football fans like this? Like, we're a very strange bunch sometimes. Honestly, you don't know what you're gonna get. For me, it's obviously gonna be Pelé, Zizou. Would you consider Maradona a midfielder? Let's put him in there. Pirlo. Kevin's up there, no doubt about it. Paul Scholes, Steven Gerrard. The list can go on. I just don't understand, man. I'm just gonna move on because this has really annoyed me.
Start, bench, sell. Odegaard, Bellingham, Palmer.
Oh, now this is tough.
Current form.
Current form. I'm starting Odegaard. Oh shit, I don't know.
I'm going to say it's 2024. That gives us the largest span. I'm going to start Jude. I'm going to bench Odegaard. And I'm going to sell Palmer.
The Chelsea fans are going to find your address.
No, they can come.
Oi, he's on job. He stands on business.
I'm going start Odegaard, bench Jude, sell Palmer.
The Palmer disrespect.
That's just an overall thing as well.
The Palmer disrespects, by the way.
I think it's closer. I think the Odegaard Jude debate is tight.
So you're both saying Odegaard is better than Palmer in the 10?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, and that's not disrespect to Palmer. I think he's probably top three in that position in the league easily.
There's some obvious Arsenal supporters amongst the team, huh? I see you. I feel you. You gotta stand by your boy, and I respect it, man. I get it, but you're wrong. Okay. You're wrong. Start Bellingham, bench Cole, Odegaard, see you later. What do you want? Huh? What do you want from me? You want a fight? You want a piece of me? You want some of this right here?
What you want, Sam? Huh? You want some? If you want some, I'll give it you. You want to do it, mate?
So right now, current day, who's the most on it footballer? Do you think? Like who's or just Smokey? Even if like they might not be able to.
It's Ben White.
I don't think it is. Who?
It's Ben White.
Ben White.
What?
Bro, where you from? Lakeside. Man said Ben White, you know.
If Ben White was really on it, like you are saying, he would have mashed up Rashford a long time.
Haaland as well.
You see what Rashford's done to him? Look at the highlight reels.
Does Ben White have that? I didn't know Ben White had that aura about him, bro. I look at Gusto, yeah, and I think that I just feel like he's got it.
Nah, man, braids and a moustache. Nah.
You know what I will say? No, I feel like when I watch the Prem now, I feel like there ain't man. Like when my era, he's bare. There's enough man.
Christian Romero.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm telling you, he will scuff a
Virgil
fan.
will mash him up, man.
No, I'm not saying it's not about
Not in
ability
an actual
to fight. I'm saying just what they're
who's
on.
Who's Smokey?
I'm
but them
telling
South
you,
America, man, they're like
the
that.
way
though.
he plays football is a throwback, bro. The man don't tackle like this.
I think
no
it's
more.
Caicedo, you know.
Oh, so everyone's just backing their team.
Hugging up his mum next to the whip.
What? What? He hugged his mum? So what, bro?
Obviously, that's a good thing, innit? Romero never hugged his mum. He never hugged his mum. He just signed for the club.
We didn't cuss him, mommy.
Hey, man. That man are unhinged, you know. It's a good question, though. Like, no one's really Smokey like they were back in the day. I just cannot think of anyone. What happened to football, man? It's too political. It's too polite now. Everyone's shaking hands now and hugging and being polite and being respectful. Like, what happened to rivalries? It's just gone. I will say this from the jump, though. Any man that has veneers is not Smokey.
You get me? It's a Premier League thing right here, you know?
Yeah, I said it. I don't care who, what, where. I don't care your size or where you... Listen, if I see veneers, I know you're not on it like that. Yeah, you may be strong, you may be tough, but something about those good old-fashioned Turkish teeth just doesn't do it for me. I need to see some yellow. I need to see some plaque.
Stop being a bitch and come on.
You know what I'm talking about. Haaland looks smoky. Mateta looks like he will thump up your whole side of your headpiece and not even blink twice. Chris Woods looks like he headbutts his grandma for not making his tea right. And something about Chelsea's Jackson just gives me he's a little bit off. He gives me something like he'll spaz out and shoot up a party kind of vibe. I don't know what it is. I don't know. And Leon Bailey looks like he bites people when he was a kid. And even now, yeah. I'll leave it at that for now.
If Micah was manager and had to pick one of Gary or Alan to play up front in their primes, Micah, who would he pick?
Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. Present your case to me, both of you, please.
That's a great question. Two different types of player, but if you're talking overall footballer, obviously Gary Lineker. And if you don't know, I keep saying this, do your research. Yeah, he's a pundit and he's a face now and he make you giggle from time to time. I was one of the first English players to play for Barcelona. The guy was a baller. Techie enough. Alan Shearer was more the goal scorer, more the clinical type, more the very Haaland type. If I had to pick one, I'm gonna go Gary Lineker personally, but that's just me. But I will say that Shearer's goal range is far superior. The guy banged in some absolute belters in his time. Don't play with it. He was Smokey too though.
Yes,
like he looked like he'd fight in a club every Friday and be fresh for game Saturday morning. Try and know.
Lionel Messi's across the road. He needs a ride.
All right.
Your girlfriend is in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
What happens?
If I buck Lionel Messi,
The
and
one
my
and
girl's
only.
in the passenger seat,
Yeah.
and he needs a ride.
He needs a ride, bro.
Fam? Fam? I'm giving her 2 seconds. I'm giving her 2 seconds, bro.
2 seconds?
The first second, bro. That's a Lionel Messi. The first second for her to understand who that man is. Yeah. Nah. You said Leon, that's crazy. Second is for her to start making the way to the back. It's bro, I don't even want her to climb out of the car. I want her to climb through the middle part.
Hey, yo. I can tell these men have never been married or had a significant other, obviously. Or maybe it's just me, I've been jaded because I've been born into football and I've met so many football players and so many football stars. But Messi is just a regular footballer to me.
Yes, now.
Yeah, he has presence. Yes, he's probably the most famous footballer to ever have lived. I'm not making my missus go in the back seat for no next man. It's just not gonna happen. I don't care who, what, where, or how.
You ain't got to lie.
I gotta sleep next to this lady. And for the rest of my days, I gotta hear her barking about how she had to go into the back seat. Absolutely not, no. And you think Messi wants to talk to you? Make it make sense, Lord. Messi don't talk to anyone. And can you even speak Spanish or Argentinian to him? No, so what the hell's going on here? Come on, man, you lot are just on some different stuff out here. Reality does not live on the internet no more, obviously. Wanna cause all kinds of turmoil in my house because you wanna sit up front. You must be crazy. I like peace.
What's the biggest football heartbreak you've ever dealt with?
Easy. 2006 Paris.
Champions League final.
Yep. No, but what part? It wasn't even Lehman like getting a red card, because then even then it's like Campbell scores, you have that hope.
Yeah.
It's 77th minute or whatever. There's that famous photo of Henry taking a corner. There's still 12 minutes left and you're winning 1-0. So you still have that hope. It's that second goal.
Started to relive it, just laughing in the face.
100%.
My one, funnily enough, is Paris as well, Champions League final. It's that whole week, 2022. Aston Villa's 2-0 up at half time against Man City. Coutinho scored. Gerrard's the manager. Thinking, bro, it's done. 3 goals in 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Revenge.
It has
Champions
to
League
be.
final.
Yeah.
We lose that as well. Bro, we dominated that game as well. If you watch that game,
there's been a lot in it. 6-0. That was a tough one.
6-0 which one?
6-0 Chelsea.
Wenger's anniversary.
That was a tough one.
As bad as that is, I think 8-2 is way worse.
I'm just going through them. Baku.
That's a big one.
4-1 to the rivals.
More because it's rivals. They didn't fucking need to win that.
Yeah.
They didn't need to.
They didn't want to.
Hazard took the piss.
Thank you, Arsenal.
I don't know. There hasn't been a lot as a United fan.
7-0, nah?
Nah. You know what? That didn't even hurt like that. A weird one, but Real Madrid, Man United, 2013, Sir Alex's last ever Champions League game. Nani red card. Undeserved, man.
Deserved it, man.
Undeserved.
I'm sorry, gents, but to me, these are just upsets. If you're talking heartbreak, genuine heartbreak to the point that you want to cry real tears, it's got to be, for me personally, R9 knee injury watching him cry. Listen to me. I was a big man at this age. I was 18, 19 when I saw that happen. And I almost came to tears.
You little bitch!
For me, it was like I just found out that Santa was not real. Superman no longer existed to me, and I, to this day, cannot watch that video, and I refuse to watch it. Whenever I see it pop up on Instagram or anywhere in his highlight reels, swipe. I see it on YouTube, next. Over probably one of the worst injuries you can ever get in football. So for me, that is my biggest heartbreak, and it always will be, and nothing ever will surpass that. All right, peoples, Genie signing out. If you've enjoyed the video, like, comment, share. It helps out my little channel, and I appreciate you all. Stay focused, stay blessed. Little more.